Yeah, except for the few very young, beautiful people here. Here's what I believe, that I think all of us wake up, if you're not quite 35, it's going to happen, but you wake up between the ages of 35 and 45. Some of us take till about 55, but you wake up in that span, and you have one of these realizations. You go, is this what I got to work with? And that's it. And you kind of come to the realization, this is who you are. This is what you've been given. It's your body, it's your hair, it's your whether you need glasses or don't. It's where you like to hang out. It's your sense of humor. It's the kind of food you like to, all your style, all those things, right? So what I want to do is, and you've seen this before, it's been around a long, long time. I want to do a quick snapshot of this room. It's called psychogeometrics. I want you to choose one of these symbols. There's the box, there's a circle, there's a squiggle, and a triangle. Choose one that appeals to you more than any of the others, right? You might like two. Might even like three, but and yes, we will adapt. None of us are truly just one of these, but choose the strongest one for you. Okay? Here's the thing. We tend to wear our style. See, and if you want to be more effective with people, whatever it is you do, you got to be able to read people in the moment. And I'm assuming that you have come down here this evening dressed exactly as you wanted to. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look at the people to the right of you and people to the left of you, and just suss them up and down. And go, and just by what they're wearing. Shirts, socks, no socks, shoes, funky sweaters, jewelry, no jewelry, goatees, no goatees. Look at their glasses. And just go, oh, he's a box. Oh, she's a squiggle. Oh, there's a circle. Right? Just suss them up and down. Oh, look, you're all going, oh, I don't want to judge. Oh, yeah, you do. See, I'm just giving you permission to judge right now, okay? Come on, suss them up and down. So I'll give you some commonalities, because there's lots of them in this room. If you're showing cleavage, definitely a squiggle. Okay, if you're wearing pink color, these two ladies definitely squiggle. So colors, pink, chartreuse is green, peach, red, kickers, definitely, squiggle, yes. And look at your funky earrings, right? Who's waiting for me to make a point? And she's wearing red. Okay, you're throwing me off, sister. Yes. So if you want more information, she's obviously more information driven, right? So she's more maybe a box, maybe a triangle. If you've got little round John Denver beanie glasses, let me just have a quick scan here. Little round John Denver beanie glasses, that's that whole Rocky Mountain High hug a tree thing. That's the circle quality. Is anybody wearing fleece or a nice sweater, something comfy, cozy, looks like a hug me fabric? That's the circle quality. Anybody going commando? If you go in commando and you admit it, definitely a squiggle. Definitely a squiggle. Right? So let's just I'll tell you some hard stats here. Let's just see by show of hands. Who here chose the box? Who chose the box? 1, 2. 2 people, okay? Just so you know, it doesn't matter which audience, it doesn't matter what audience, what they do, what profession, what association, less than half of 1% of every audience ever put their hand up for the box. So the smallest group, always the smallest. Now some of you have this quality in you, it's just not your most prominent one. So people who choose the box, obviously they're most structured, right? Everything's got a place, everything's in its place. They love order. Order, in fact, calms them down. Their biggest fear, and we are all motivated by our fears, their biggest fear is being out of control or appearing to be out of control, hence they control their look, they control their desk, they control their car, because all of that order calms them down, right? Who here chose a triangle? Okay, next smallest group. People, you did?
I did, but I was in between squiggle and...
I know, and you're showing cleavage, that's definitely squiggle. So, analytical squiggle. Or maybe you're a squiggle triangle rising, that's what you are. So people who choose a triangle choose it because it's the most mathematical of all the symbols up there. So they're figuring it out, folks, right? Why is it working this way? Coupon clippers, right? They're cost comparisons. They'll tell you if they're going to shop on the north side of town or the south side of town, the gas they're going to spend to get to both those places. They just love that stuff. They gather information. Their biggest fear is making a mistake, so they will do and redo and do and redo, right? It's like an erotic experience. Just do and redo and... Oh, gosh. All right. So who here chose a squiggle? Woohoo! We're here for a good time, not a long time. And aren't you just a bit miffed they aren't serving wine in that concession? I mean, come on. It's a theater. So just so you know, 3/4, sometimes 80% of every room, regardless of what they do for a living, put their hand up for the squiggle. So not all of you are squiggles. Some of you actually want to be squiggles. That's cool. No problem. We let everyone in the squiggle club, right? Yay. So the majority of people you deal with every day are squiggles. And what's about a squiggle? Here's how you can tell if you're a squiggle. You wake up in the morning. You haven't finished the report. The stuff for work is definitely not done. And you say to yourself, I have been getting off on personality this long. Let me see if I can push it one more day. And we can. We can. Everything is a window of opportunity. If a sign says, don't park here, for me, it's got to say, Linda Edgecombe, do not park here. Because we can talk our way in and out of almost anything, can't we? Right? This is my favorite thing to do for squiggles, because there's so many of us. How do squiggles of the world do the housework? We don't. No. We hire that stuff out. But on the off chance that you actually have to do the dishes, it may look something like this. And if you think I talked fast before, hang on. Okay, you're starting in the kitchen, you're filling up the sink, and you say to yourself, hey, well, why waste all this time? Let's do a couple things at once. So fill up the sink, where do you head off to? The laundry, because it's water related. Here you go. Woo! Get over to the kitchen, you're putting clothes into the washing machine, you're saying, no, I think there's clothes in the bedroom, so this is filling up, and that's filling up, and up to the bedroom you go. So you get up to the bedroom, I guarantee if you're a squiggle, you have a stack of magazines that you subscribe to that you have no intention of ever reading. But gosh darn, you look intelligent, right? There's dust on your dresser. What do you use to dust it? Your sleeve. Men say they use their underwear, socks, whatever's on the floor beside their bed. You're full of dirt, so what do? You take off all of your clothes, you're naked, but you don't even care you're naked. Why? Because you're a squiggle! So by the time you're naked, squiggle behind gets back down to the kitchen, where this whole thing started, a few things probably have happened. You either walk in that kitchen, the sink is completely overflowed, and you're like, oh, how did this happen? Again! Because it's happened before, or this is common. I do this one a lot. You walk in, you're like, what the heck did I come in here? I can't think, what did I come in? And then you trace back your tracks, right? But here's the scariest. Because for some crazy odd reason, we are drawn to, attracted to, and end up marrying our exact opposites. Our very structured, analytical spouse has already done the dishes, has laid them out on the counter for you to see all the work they have done. They are standing in the kitchen with their hands on their hips, waiting for your return. You know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 kind of thing. You blast in there, and then they start saying things like, things are going to change around here. Now, the first time I ever got the big things are going to change around here lecture was on an All About Me day. And for squiggles, what day is all about me? Every day. I'm about doing my all about me squiggly things, right? Hair, makeup, shopping, whatever. Kevin, my husband, is a very structured analyzer. He can't handle clutter. Now, we have an orchard. We have a lot of fruit, and I do nothing with the fruit, but I just give it away. I mean, what are you going to do? Can it, please? I don't think so. But I had an extra box of pears one year that I put down in the laundry room and forgot about it. And literally, it was next to the dryer, and I literally forgot it for about almost a year. Well, there was carpets and crap on it. I didn't see it. So he says, he goes down there, he's like, oh, look at this mess. He says as he went to pick up the box, in his words, the box went, he said there was pear puree all over the floor. He goes, what a mess. He goes, and then a million fruit flies. He says, fly into there. He says, I was killing fruit flies for an hour. No. The funniest question I have ever been asked while speaking happened while I was telling this story. And there was a lady one day near the back of the room, and she goes, excuse me, are you still naked at this point? I almost hit the floor. I was laughing so hard. This is the funniest question. She goes, because I'm envisioning you with fruit flies all over your naked body, right? I'm like, oh my God! What is that? But in true squiggle style, I had to go, okay, I was here, I was there, yeah, I guess I am. Now, squiggles, one more thing, because we get in trouble so often. We always come back with our what? What's our patent answer? Oops. And then the mantra, honest, I'll never do it again, and this time, I really mean it. I mean it. Oh, we're fine. You know what our biggest fear is? Boredom. So think about anything you do, your work, your volunteering, all this stuff with family. You're there as long as it's not boring. Right? It's crazy. Oh, I almost did it. I almost did it. Guess what I almost did? I was going to click the clicker. You know how many times I've done that? Circles are going, excuse me. You know what the biggest fear? Oh, where are the circles of this room? Where are the circles? You know what the biggest fear of a circle is? Not being included. I wasn't planning that on us. I've done it subconsciously so many times. I'll tell you though, when you're a squiggle, it is not about you circles. And you circles live every day with a lot of squiggles, right? I mean, it's just a sad state of affairs. What's actually causing the circles in this room the most grief right now is literally how we're seated, because we're in a theater. See, often if you're at a meeting or at a conference or something, what are you sitting around? Sitting around a round table, right? So it's a circle. But the truth is, when you sit around a round table versus theater style, for circles that is, for the supportive or later personalities, you can see everybody's eyes. You can communicate. You guys are the best communicators.